Huh. Basically, everybody's on kind of hold here to see what happens next, right? I think, and the market's kind of that's what the market did not like. I think that's why it kind of sold off. Like again, having 100 point, you know, uh, break or range, kind of tough to contend with as individual trades, especially in an hour, right? So that's why we wait for today. All right, we kind of did well against our upside resistance up here against the L1. And now we're going to just kind of hang and see what happens. A little support back at the 92 area, which is our pivot. And they're just kind of hanging up here in this upper little resistance area. See where it wants to go next. All right, we continue to rally now, looking at the 13 area above as our next little resistance area. We had support at 92. We got down to 95 there and pop back up. All right, we do have a number coming out here at 9 o'clock, the top of the hour, in about 15 minutes. We'll see if that affects the market at all or not. New home sales could. You just never know. But again, on the backdrop of yesterday's news, kind of tough to try to figure out what it wants to do. If any number, I should say, is going to create any volatility. If you look at the chat, you'll see the levels that we gave out this morning, and they're there to guide us through the day, giving us opportunities there to focus in on, opportunities to trade in addition to any price action opportunities that might occur. So the combination of both of those gives us our setups to trade. We are averaging about 4 to 5 trades in the course of morning hours. When we focus more on morning hours to give us our opportunities, the dynamics do change as the day goes on. and we feel that the dynamics in the morning gives us a pretty good opportunity to use our levels, and as well as any price action trades that might occur. So, but the levels are there throughout the day. They definitely could be usable in the afternoon, and definitely if you um, are going to be trading this in the afternoon, that's something you should kind of keep in mind. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. We don't mind questions. Do have a number coming out here at the top of the hour, so we'll see what that brings. All right, so just kind of hanging up here on these highs up here. A little support would be around, like I said, at this moment, the 92. Do have a number coming out here in about 10 minutes. We'll see what that brings. All right, we're just kind of hanging here. We'll see what this number is going to do to the market, if it does anything. All right, it's kind of hanging up here. Get the resistance at the third. Now, when you're going to be, if you're going to be trading on the number, be a little bit mindful. We don't like to trade during a number or have a position on a number, at least initially. Try to be flat when a number is released because you never know what the reaction is going to be. And obviously, if you're going to have a level that's close to where the market is at when the number is released, that might get triggered. That might affect the risk that's involved. There's obviously an increased risk there, so you have to adjust accordingly so that you can manage that risk properly and don't get run over by the trade. So just because we have the 13 up here and we're trading close to it, you know, got to make a decision as to how many contracts you're going to trade, if you're going to leave it on at all, or if you're going to see what it does when it gets there. But I would be a little bit cautious there if you're going to. Again, everybody does their own thing here. I'm just kind of pointing out the risk, and you have to manage that your own and decide if you want to put the trade on uh, or not. Right. All right. Number is going to be out in 5. Let's see what it wants to do. We're just kind of hanging up here on these interim highs here. All right, just kind of hanging up here. I have to deal with this number, see if that creates some volatility or opportunity. All right, the number is released. Let's see what it wants to do. Again, kind of, you never know what it wants to do. You can always see that there's some number going to be released by the lack of volume at the levels, at each price, I should say. They definitely lightened the load there a little bit. All right, we got 13 here as our next level of resistance. And got up here to 9.5, came off here a little bit. Anybody have any questions? Feel free to ask in the chat. There are no other numbers that should affect us.